Right then, welcome to the playoff predictions for the Championship. We've got 4 teams here, obviously. We've got Bristol City, Sheffield United, Coventry and Sunderland. So those are the orders of the games, actually. So we've got Bristol City and Sheffield United first on the 8th, and then on the 12th. And then we've got Coventry, Sunderland on the 9th, and then the 13th, obviously. Both are going to go at home before the big final. I'm just going to rattle off everything in one go right here, so as soon as it goes wrong, it's wrong. There's no saving it. Also, let's just stick it off the wall. Right, we're sorted. So, Bristol City and Sheffield United. What do I think is going to happen there? Bristol City, obviously, the good run of form, salvaging a draw at the end. Other than the loss to Leeds, they were having a good run of form as well. So they've got goals in them, that's for sure. Obviously not against Leeds. That's the only example in the past 5 games I can think of, Thinking of their fixtures, I think they were pretty much 2-1 winners, and then obviously last game was 2-2 draw. And Sheffield United went out on a 1-1 draw, so they both drew in the final game, so that doesn't really add anything to it as such. I fancy Bristol City at home to maybe at least not be losing, so whether that's drawing or winning by a small goal margin, I can see that being a realistic situation for Bristol City to find themselves in. I'm going to go with Bristol City 1-0 in the first leg, and then for the second leg, when they're away at Sheffield United, I think it's going to end up 2-1 to Sheffield United. It's going to go to pens, and I'm going to tip Bristol City to go through on pens. Fingers crossed. Not just because Sunderland, not just because Sheffield United are like rivals, lower level. No, I'm just kidding. They are pretty well. Yeah, they're just a bit yo-yo, and I'd prefer someone new to come up, is what I'm going to say. And they're the one team that I don't want to go up. So that probably means that they will go up. But after just confusing everyone and myself, I think Bristol City go through to the final on pens. Then we've got Coventry and Sunderland. I've been telling Sunderland they needed to sort out the momentum of the games. 5 losses on the bounce and a draw beforehand. 0-0 draw as well at that. So I think they've scored 1 goal in 6 games, which really makes me favour Coventry at home for the fixture on the 9th. Obviously Lampard, he's got them in good form. I think they've won, I think he had 20 games in charge and won 16 or something like that. I'm just trying to remember a statistic I saw, because I'm literally, the PC crashed and I had to restart, and I've got the fixture on some paper, as well as a bunch of other stuff, so it's a bit messy. I'm going to go with Coventry win here. 1-0 again. The first fixture is always the boring one, but then when they're at the Stadium of Light on the 13th, I think Coventry beat them again 2-1. No, I can't do the same pattern twice. I can, but I won't. I think Coventry batter them 3-0 or 4-0 aggregate. Yep, I'm going with that. So Sunderland, fair play, you did well, but when push came to shove at the end, you weren't ready to build momentum, and with the young squad, you will not go through to the final, which gives us a Bristol City v Coventry final at Wembley, where I'm going to tip Coventry to go up and then beat Derby's record. No matter who goes up out of these 4, they're going back down. That is without a doubt. You could make the argument for Sunderland, I guess. They've got a few good players. I mean, in a way, you could argue for Sheffield United, but absolutely not. If you're going to do that, don't talk, because you don't know what you're talking about. Clip this when I'm wrong. But the final, Coventry and Bristol City, we will go with a tight game, a bit like last year with Leeds and Southampton. Nearly called them Sheffield United. Southampton. I'm going to go with the 1-0 for Coventry, with a goal in the 70th to 80th minute, somewhere around there, with the only goal of the game coming from Coventry. and that will mean that Leeds, Burnley, and Coventry go up to the Premier League. So this is probably going to age poorly from the 8th and 9th. It'll be completely wrong, and that it'll end up being a Sheffield United v Sunderland final or something, because why would I ever be right? But we've still got Premier League to predict, and then we've got I need to do a Championship predictions reacting to what I said last year, and a few other bits and pieces still to cover. So the content is nowhere near done. There's still plenty to be coming out. So thank you all for your support recently. I'll try to pump out as much as possible. But that's about it for this one. So comment down below who you think is going to go through and get promoted to the Premier League, and see if we can hit 40 subscribers this week. You lot love to hit my little goals, don't you? So let's go for it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.